Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Still updating you on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu's, rearrest. The UK Parliament have finally expressed their interest in the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, and they have slated a date to look at it, taking into consideration so many factors. We've heard already that he was arrested in Kenya and he was in possession of the British passport. All of that is triggering a lot of, reactions, even here in Nigeria. But the British also want to take time to look at it and deal with it. This issue of Nnamdi Kanu, before I give you full details of the news, but you will notice that this thing has caused so many people to talk. Imagine a Nobel laureate like Professor Wole Soyinka, who had taken out time, to slam the federal government over invasion of, the resident of Yoruba nation's agitator Son Igboho, and also the manner of the rearrest of leader of IPOB. This is a pointer to the fact that we've got to be very careful. Now the UK wants to take out time to discuss the issue. Let's look at some of the facts that they want to look at and the next step that they may likely take. But before we do that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please kindly hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our video. The United Kingdom Parliament is set to commence a debate on the repatriation of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, senior advocate of Nigeria, had last week revealed that Kanu was repatriated and subsequently arraigned him. However, Malami did not reveal where IPOB leader was repatriated from. IPOB, as well as several notable groups, however, alleged that Kanu was repatriated from Kenya, an allegation which Kenya has since denied. The separatist group had accused the regime of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, of abducting its leader in the East African country, a claim confirmed by Kanu's attorney, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who accused Kenya's special police forces of arresting, detaining, and torturing Kanu for days before he was later handed over to the Nigerian government. The British government had also stated last week that Kanu, who was traveling with a British passport, was not arrested within its shores. But the UK Parliament, in a parliamentary schedule posted on its website, said it will set aside a debate on Wednesday, July 7, to discuss the British government assessment of Kenya's role in Mr. Kanu's arrest. According to the document, Lord Alton of Liverpool will be raising the issue at the House of Lords and will query the government on the separatist leader's transfer to Nigeria. According to the information, Lord Alton of Liverpool to ask Her Majesty's government what assessment they have made of, number one, the alleged role of the government of Kenya in the detention and alleged mistreatment of Nigerian activist Nnamdi Kanu. Secondly, the circumstances surrounding the transfer of Mr. Kanu to Nigeria against his will. And thirdly, of any assistance being provided to him by the High Commission in Abuja. That was what was in the document. And this is really, really interesting because there have been so much widespread rumor about what Kenyan government actually did that is overly questionable. Most people believe that since Nnamdi Kanu was traveling to Kenya with British passport, as such, he shouldn't have been touched, but however, right now he is in the custody of the DSS. Many Nigerians have reacted to it, and that's what we're going to be looking at in a jiffy. And the first person in the list says, this is the right step to be taken by the British government. It is high time Kenyan are sanctioned for what they have been doing against other countries' citizens Another person here says, what took Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya that warranted him being arrested? Another person says here, the assessment and what United Kingdom will do cannot stop Nnamdi Kanu from being tried in Nigeria. Another person says, we are waiting for July 7. What I solicit for right now is for the UK government to demand Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu to return back to the UK. Another one here says, this is a very serious situation because Nigerian government will never allow Nnamdi Kanu to be released except he goes through the normal trial that has been awaiting for him for years now. Another person here says, with the involvement of the United Kingdom in the case of Nnamdi Kanu and a subsequent discussion in their parliament, that will send fear down the spines of Nigerian government, considering the fact that they enjoy some stuff from the British government. Another one here says, if you look at what was written, you will see that there is no move by the British government towards the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I think that at this point, all what they want to do is a possible sanction against the Kenyan government, but to say they will go an extra mile releasing Nnamdi Kanu, that is not included in their own plan. Another person here says, this issue must be treated with so much carefulness because now that the British government is involved, it may result to something we least expected. Wow, so many people are talking and all of that. But then if we look at the reactions of Nigerians thus far, especially some high-class people that have never spoken this loud, has never spoken loud about sensitive issues like this, you will know that what is happening in the country requires so much carefulness right now, if not for any reason, for the fact that the Southeasterners are still part of the country for now, and also the fact that this person we're talking about was the leader, of indigenous people of Biafra. At least if you've watched some of his videos thus far, you will see the number of followers he has. This guy has so much followers that if you touch him or anything happens to him which is negative, it may result to something unthinkable. We've already seen a lot of prophecies coming in, especially if you check our feed, you're going to see one of it from one of the clerics who opened up about the need for the Nigerian government to be overly careful of Nnamdi Kanu, because if anything happens to him, we are not sure that Nigerians will enjoy peace, because IPOB may likely go extra mile, and that's why for me, this is a very important move by the British government, they should see how they can talk to Nigerian government so that at least this issue should be handled with the fundamental human right of Nnamdi Kanu at heart. That is very important. Give him the kind of treatment that is prescribed in the Constitution of Nigeria, because if you battle him or do anything funny to him, and unfortunately it happened that he passes on when they are holding him, then Nigeria, it will be something that I do not wish to hear. I do not want it to happen. Also, there should be fair treatment, there should be fairness and equity in handling this issue, and the government should also see how we can arrive at a very reasonable conclusion, because as of now, that is overly important. That's where we would like to leave you. Go to our comment section.